Hey guys, it's Mr. Toidle in the house.
And I'm the New World Order.
Would you please stop interrupting my opening monologue? This is my show after all. Anyways, today we're singing about Social Justice Warrior.
How dare you speak to him like that?
Actually, my preferred pronoun is.
You shush your mouth when I'm talking.
I'm sorry, have we met before?
Well, obviously, I'm the false alligator.
Oh, I see, because you make false allegations.
Silence! You will not get away with your microaggressions, Toidle. I'm motioning to have you cancelled at once.
On what grounds?
You raped me.
You raped him.
Them.
Oh, shut up, you twat.
I assure you I didn't rape anyone. We can rewatch the footage if you like.
You raped my feelings. I'm left with a gaping hole.
He's left with the gaping hole.
I kindly advise you to refrain from badgering my client. Thanks, half-Asian lawyer Marjorie Badger. Mr. Toidle, why are you allowing these tyrants on your program? I'll be seeking a restraining order for the New World Order.
Son of a badger.
As for you, false alligator, you'll be taking the fall for slander, libel, and raging gingivitis.
So you're a social justice warrior, worrying all the time about your feelings, precious snowflake. Now you're melting on the ground. Yes, I'm a social justice warrior. I'm superior, and I'm sorrier. Non-woke wanker, cancelled cancer, feckless, worthless waste of time. The LM stands for blatant low-life Marxism. One barf when I view virtue signaling. I'm pro-life man, not pro-pronoun. So don't tread on me when I come around. Your freedoms of expression are acts of violence. Gonna go door to door to vax in silence. Anti-PC offenders, critical race contenders, culturally appropriating thought crime.
Now show me on the hand puppet where the hand puppet touched you.
Hey people, howdy doodies. How's everybody doing? I hope you are all well. Anybody who might happen to be here, whoever's not here even, I hope they're all well. You know, really. B.S. Adams, so nice to see you. We just had a little thing from the New World Order,
Yes, Mr. Chuito.
Mr. Toidle. And now we like to tell you the dark, dark history of Christmas.
What are you?
I don't know.
Why
Didn't it work? Because I didn't do it.
It's Black Friday.
Because it's Black Friday.
Christmas is that time of year when many children are on their best behavior, trying to avoid Santa's naughty list, and millions of others celebrate the birth of Jesus worldwide. However, there's a darkness that surrounds the holiday that many love and cherish, and most are completely unaware of it. The darkness originates from the elements that make Christmas what it is today, from the origins of Santa and his devilish associate to the origins of Christmas Day itself, which originated from sin and mayhem. These are three of the most dark and sinister things about Christmas I bet you didn't know. Number 3. Many of you might know Santa Claus as a fictional character who originated from Saint Nicholas, who was known as the patron saint of children and gift bringer. And over hundreds of years and after many modifications, he became the jolly fella most kids know and adore today. But what many might not know is how Saint Nicholas became known as a patron saint of children. During the Middle Ages, there was an enormously well-known story regarding this. The story tells of Bishop Saint Nicholas entering an inn where its keeper had just murdered 3 boys and pickled their dismembered bodies in barrels in the basement. It is told that the bishop was able to sense the crime and even resurrect the victims as well, which is one of the reasons he became known as a patron saint of children. This story was eventually replaced by one less gruesome, which became more popular for obvious reasons. Number 2. Many children today know that Santa Claus is always watching, judging their character, giving gifts to the nice ones, and lumps of coal to the naughty ones. However, this wasn't always the case. From the 1700s all the way through the early 1900s, his dark companion, Krampus, was the one responsible for handling the misbehaving children. The long-horned, shaggy goat-like monster with a long, angry face and a long, forked tongue was in the same league as Santa himself, according to legend. If children misbehave, Saint Nicholas would send his associate, Krampus. His dark partner would show up and punish the wicked child. He would beat him with a bundle of birch sticks and whip him with horsehair, and finally throw him in a sack or a wicker basket to take him down to hell for a year. Recently, Krampus has been gaining popularity, in large part due to the loose adaptation of the legend, which was turned into a horrible motion picture bearing his name. So some parents might be retelling the legend of Krampus and scaring the crap out of their children in the near future. Who knows?
You're signed into my
Number 1.
over there. You
The
can't-
origin of the holiday itself is surrounded in darkness. While millions believe that Christmas, which is celebrated on December 25th, marks the birth of Jesus, this is very unlikely, as most scholars believe that if Jesus was indeed born under the circumstances the Bible describes and in the region, he was most likely born during a warmer month. So, where do we get December 25th from then? From the pagan holiday called Saturnalia, which actually predates Christianity itself. Saturnalia was a week-long holiday that ran from December 17th through December 25th. During Roman times, they honored the god Saturn, which included human sacrifice, intoxication, naked women caroling, and rape, and much more. During these 7 days, there was no punishment for breaking any law. Much like the modern movie The Purge, Christianity adopted Saturnalia in hopes of converting pagans into Christianity by promising they could still celebrate as Christians. However, since Saturnalia didn't follow Christian principles, Christian leaders eventually decided it couldn't be celebrated as it had been, and just designated the last day of Saturnalia as the birthday of Jesus, which gave birth to Christmas as we know it today. Hey everyone, JC here. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future uploads, and I would also appreciate if you check out my other content. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Steve.
I'm trying. Give me a fucking break here. Okay.
Our mic's on.
Yeah. You should be able to hear us. Can you hear us? Tell me.
Yeah, can you hear?
Don't
Can you hear
fib.
us, guys?
Don't fib, because we'll know. And Krampus will come to you.
Well, they could be.
I think they can hear us because I've got the sound on, and
They could just be reading our lips.
they could be reading our lips.
Josh
All right.
says, "I can't hear you." Just kidding.
All right, then. Smart Alec.
Yeah. Josh. We love Josh. Oh, I swear he always knows when we go live. Come here. Look at he always knows. Yeah, hi everybody.
Say hi to the people, Leo.
They're over here.
Say, my name is Leo, and I have a high butt. Oh. Good boy.
That was so cute. He had a little grumble.
All right, what the hell was I was gonna do something.
Yeah, we're gonna do a mix. We're gonna do some music, and we're gonna do some like videos or things.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna
Hang
be.
out
It's gonna
and-
be just.
just have a good time. Come
Off
on.
the friggin' wall. Okay.
Leo always knows when we go live. He comes into the kitchen where we have our, our stuff set up. And
Why does he do that? How does he know?
I don't know how he knows.
Leo. What the hell is that? So, everybody just remember that Santa Claus originates from little boys being murdered and pickled in a church basement. Okay?
According to that history.
Put that in your manger scene. All right? That's all I'm going to say. That's all of it right there. All in one thing. Like,
It's crazy.
I don't think you have to say more than that. Like, how can you defend that? That's fucking wild. Okay.
Yes, Leo tells his friends stories about us. For sure. Who do you tell? You tell Chico next door? Huh? Daisy? And Emma, a couple doors down? Yeah, Emma's your friend.
Well, my mama told me, Papa told me too. Well, my mama told me, Papa told me too, that I shouldn't be here trying to sing them railroad blues. Wish I had listened, oh, what mama said. Wish I had listened, oh, what mama said. Well, I wouldn't be here trying to sleep in this cold iron bed. Went down to the depot, never got there on time. Went down to the depot, never got there on time. Where the train done left, she's rolling down the line. Mr. Jailer, go away now, don't tell me no lie. Mr. Jailer, go away now, don't tell me no lie. Where the train go down, she's rolling down the line. Wish I had listened, oh, what mama said. Wish I had listened, oh, what mama said. Then I wouldn't be here trying to sleep in this cold iron bed. You know my mama told me, Papa told me too. And my mama told me, Papa told me too, that I shouldn't be here trying to sing them railroad blues. That I shouldn't be here trying to sing them railroad blues. Well, I shouldn't be here trying to sing them railroad blues. All right. The railroad blues. I don't know if you guys get those. I really feel like this country has the railroad blues, like, in a big, big way. Like, there hasn't been, like, a new railroad anything in, 60 fucking years. So
my grandmother used to come back and forth in, like, the 80s.
Yeah.
She would go, cross country on the train, and she loved it. And I haven't gone cross country on a train, but I've gone, from this area down to Virginia and stuff, and it's great.
I've gone as far as Oklahoma on the train, and that was really cool, and I really liked it. It was fun.
I mean, like, for Skylar
We
and
just
I to
stayed
go,
wasted the entire time. It was like we were, like, fucked up, fell asleep, woke up, we were there. I was like, oh, that was like 3 days? Okay.
wow, that's crazy.
It was trippy. But
Yeah,
it
Skylar
was
and I used to
a
do
good
that,
time.
to travel down to, like, see my mom. It's just, it was much easier when she was little to be able to sit in a little, like, the little cart where there was the table and, the food went and all that. And you had Wi-Fi if you wanted to when you were on there. And it was great.
First thing I remember knowing, it was a lonesome whistle blowing. Youngins dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town. not knowing where I was bound. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried. Was the only rebel child from a family meek and mild. Mama seemed to know what lay in store. In spite of all my Sunday learning, toward the bad I just kept turning, so Mama couldn't hold me anymore. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right. Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. That leaves no one for me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Hey. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. That leaves no one for me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. And that leaves no one for me to blame, 'cause Mama tried.
Popeye pointed out
What's that?
that Joe likes the Amtrak.
Joe loves the Amtrak, yeah. But you know, the thing is, if we had trains like they have in Asia and most of Europe, where it's something that you can count on, it goes fast as fuck, it fucking runs on magnetism and shit. It's like, it doesn't take a fucking, $1 zillion of petrochemicals to run. It's super efficient.
Yeah.
They have a fucking bullet train like that, like a L train that goes. It's elevated, and it runs on, it's electromagnetic, and that thing does like 600 miles an hour, but it only goes like 10 miles or something. So it's like way overpriced, way fucking stupid. Like if they would have done all the trains in that way, they would have like the sickest train system in the world, and it's one of the coolest ones, and it shows people that you can do shit like that, but it's not efficient. But the other ones, the newer models, are just like fucking hella efficient.
Well, Popeye just said that his brother says you can set your watch by the trains in Japan. That's crazy. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, that
Like
must be
here,
fucking
like
beautiful.
in Connecticut, like it's like people. I remember with my clients that would take the not the trains, the public transportation, and it was not reliable. You'd be somewhere like for like an hour. Like the transportation out here is awful. I remember being in Seattle, and it was like you could catch a bus every 10 minutes going through. And like we went from like when I was there, I had a rental car, but it was just as easy to take a bus like way up north where we were going, and it was cheaper, so we took the bus and had someone pick us up. Yeah, in California they are trying to do that because Feinstein's husband owns the stuff. Yeah, I know. Like it's like it's all so blatant and obvious and like in our face. Like you guys are total idiots. We don't care because nobody makes a big enough of a stink about it for for there to be enough people to care. It's ridiculous. Oh, was it? Oh no, it was Charlie Brown earlier, right? That went on. Is Charlie Brown in here? Do we have a Charlie Brown? Paging a Charlie Brown?
Paging Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown, please come to the service desk. We found your puppy.
A puppy, huh?
I don't know.
Charlie Brown.
It's a good way to get somebody to come to the service desk.
Looks like he went live earlier, and Steve got the alert, and we're like, oh yay, let's go see what he's doing.
Yeah.
And then Steve goes, I don't see anything on his stream. And Steve goes, oh, I think it's private.
It was private. It's private business. It's none of our business. Who are we to ask?
I know.
Who are we to get a notice on our phone saying our friend is gonna have a video that doesn't want anybody to see?
I mean, come on. If we had a video and it went private, I think there would be some like weird, like, hey guys, what were you doing? Huh? I think there would be questions.
Just a few moments, just a piece of your time is all I'm asking, and I'll give you mine. Just a few moments out of all you have got, to show how I love you, believe it or not. To show how I love you, believe it or not. Well, I know I'm no angel, and my prospects are high, as the floodline in summer, when the rivers run dry. But I'll roll up my shirt sleeve and give my best shot to show how I love you, believe it or not. To show how I love you, believe it or not. Done time in the lockup, done time on the street, done time on the upswing, and time in defeat. Well, I know what I'm asking, and I know it's a lot to tell you I love you, believe it or not. Right now while the sun shines on the crest of a hill, with a breeze in the pine and a gray whippoorwill, making music together in a world time forgot. Let me show how I love you, believe it or not. Let me show how I love you, believe it or not. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a ballad. I know. Just saying. But it was pretty. It's a pretty song, you know, and you gotta sing them ones too. Let's see.
If any of y'all want to come on to the stream today, let us know and we can send you a link to join us.
Come on down. Come on by. Come on over. Come on. Come on.
Popeye was saying that Alex Trainer's HRC picture book video is hilarious.
Oh my god, he is fucking so funny. That guy.
Yeah, I really want to get his stuff out there to some of the comedians that we know, because it's great. Strike song Solidarity. I know, and Alex doesn't live far from us, so we're definitely going to meet up with him. It's like, what, 45-minute drive or something? Isn't that where he's at? I know he's, Alex, he's in the middle of the state, right?
I think so.
I think probably about like 45 minutes, hour away or something like that.
My brother Esau killed a hunter back in 1969. And before the killing was done, his inheritance was mine. But his birthright was a wander away before a weary band. Esau gave me sleeplessness and a piece of mortal land. Father favored Esau, who was eager to obey all the bloody wild commandments the old man shot his way. But all this favor ended when my brother failed at war, staggered home and found me in the door. Esau skates on roller skates anymore, and beats his pale reflection at the door. Oh, now sometimes at night I dream, still that hairy man, shadow boxing the apocalypse, wandering the land. Brother Esau holds a blessing, Brother Esau holds a curse. I would say that the blame was mine, but I suspected something worse. The more my brother looks like me, the less I understand the silent war that blooded both our hands. Yes, and sometimes at night I think I might understand. Yes, it's brother to brother, and it's man to man, and it's face to face, you know, it's hand to hand. It's a shadow dance, the silent war within. It's a shadow dance that neither one can ever win. Yeah, well, brother to brother, and it's man to man, and it's face to face, and it's hand to hand, and it's shadow dance, shadow dance. shadow box in the apocalypse, wandering the land. All right.
We should put an Alex video on. Should we do that?
We can absolutely make that happen.
I think we need to do that.
Let's see here.
Show me yummy head.
All right. Bread. It's full of carbs and gluten. Mmm. Delicious.
Yeah, but I made
Which
the
one?
bread. I don't know. Popeye said he likes the.
Character showcase.
The HRC picture book.
HRC picture book. Right here. This one. Mm-hmm. It's this one.
Oh my gosh, yes. You have to start it from the beginning, though. Okay.
I absolutely will.
To get someone's attention is to say the words Hillary Clinton. And the easiest way to keep someone's attention is to say, if you watch this video until the end, I will show you brand new leaked emails from Hillary Clinton's private server. Okay, now that I've manipulated you, let's talk about how you can help my comedy career. Because as Hill Dog says, it takes a village. Right now, you know what I do? I write, act, direct, and edit. I'm the camera person, lighting person, sound person, marketing person, and catering person. And you know what you do? Watch. That's all you do. And I can't do everything, so I'm putting you to work. Because you owe me. To start, I reached out to my fan Alice, and politely asked her to do these illustrations for me. She realized it was her duty to help out. Just like it's everyone's duty. Because it takes a village. And you know how you can mobilize that village? A telethon! Welcome to the Alex Trainer Basement Telethon, where you'll learn about all the exciting ways you can be more grateful. I'll go into full detail about how you have a personal debt to me that needs to be repaid. In the last 6 months, I've made 2 hours and 10 minutes of content. Therefore, you owe me 2 hours and 10 minutes of labor. It's time you start pulling your weight around here, because I can't fucking do it alone! But first, a fan testimonial. A few months ago, I made a video where I showed up at my fan Nick's house and just gave him a ham. And he's never done anything for me, ever. So I decided to pay him a follow-up visit.
Another ham? Dude, like, what the hell's going on? Ham round 2, baby. What do you want me to do? Cook it for you?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't even know. I don't have. Wait, we're gonna cook this right now.
No, I'll show you. It's like I have to do these monthly reports, but you know how long it takes to upload and shit, you know?
I know what you're saying. Sign me up for my mandatory unpaid internship. Here's how to register. In the description, there's a link to a short 69-question Google form for you to fill out. It'll help me identify the best way to utilize you for my own personal gain and then throw you away like you're garbage. We offer 2-hour and 10-minute careers in graphic design, legal advice, marketing, and so much more. Remember, this is a pyramid scheme, so don't forget to share. I'm not talking some weak-ass shit like posting on your Facebook wall. I need you to be Scientology-level aggressive. We're talking about handing out books, seminars, brainwashing celebrities, whatever you need to do. Upon completion of your 2 hours and 10 minutes of temporary slavery, as a thank you, I will memorialize you forever by writing your name in my personal copy of Hillary Clinton's It Takes a Village. Sounds like a good, not optional deal to me. Anyway, another fan testimonial. I recently discovered that Steve, with the YouTube channel Cars Simplified, was a fan of mine. An expert at vehicle repair, from brakes to transmissions, he knows how to do it all. But does he know how to clean my car?
I look to the instance, still exists. I rock on the seat, my body mourns. The way my parents died, left me fatherless to crime. Illuminati wants my mind, soul, and body. Watch for heroes' crimes. Visions of prophetic times. Bitter ways of mine. Jealousy, jury can't take.
Alright, that's wet.
So how can you find out more information? Just call the number at the bottom of your screen. Our operators are standing by now. That's 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273... Okay. Wait, so I grabbed the wrong number out of my pocket. That's the number for the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. The real number is 1-862-BONER69. That's boner with the 0. 1-862-B0NER69. Call now. Okay, now moving on to the next fan testimonial. A while ago, I got my fan Adrian to agree to be in one of my videos. But before I did that, I had him record what he thought at the time was a standard video release agreement.
Okay, repeat after me.
I hereby legally revoke my right to sue Alex.
Even if he does a crime?
Even if he does a crime.
Can you say something to the jury of the future to refute whatever you're saying right now?
Today in court, I'm lying to you.
Can you write your signature in the air?
Mm-hmm.
Later that night, I texted him, "I will hunt you like an animal." Then I forgot I did that for 2 months. Then I saw his car and remembered. I followed him for hours, lurking in the shadows, completely undetected. And when the time was right, I made my move.
See, this is the problem.
What?
I recognized your car from a mile away.
God damn it.
I looked to my right and just saw... Was that a monster? Why?
Well, what if you don't have the time to help me? Well, that means you have the money, because time is money. Now, what will that money go towards? Let's check it out. Now, I wouldn't spend your money on something frivolous, like groceries. I'm gonna spend it on something truly worthwhile. Something I saw at Walmart and immediately knew I had to buy. Thunder Tank. It's perfect, but it's $400. I can't spend $400 of my own money on this, but I can spend yours. So donate now, so I can afford to buy a tiny little tank for me, an adult man, to ride around in. Now on to our final testimonial. People have told me that in order to be successful on YouTube, I need to do something dumb like make unboxing videos, which I don't want to do. So I got my fan Daniel to send me a custom modified Game Boy. And then I got my 104-year-old fan Doris to unbox it for me. Check it out.
Today we're going to be opening the box.
Oh yeah.
What do you think of the box?
The outer box,
Yeah.
it's very good because it's safe. If you're shipping something, it could be a better pet.
I love Doris.
Okay, I lied. I already bought it. I bought it like immediately after I saw it. I spent $400 on this, so please donate to the Thunder Tank Reimbursement Fund today. I can't help but think of the old proverb, if a man rides around on a children's toy and there's no one there to see it, does it still light up and make shooting noises? Is it still funny if no one's laughing because no one's watching? Perhaps then it is sad, and perhaps that's why I'm sad, because I feel like people don't appreciate me, though maybe that's just because they don't know I'm out there, driving this tiny tank. And maybe that's because I don't know how to promote videos, that I'm expected to be a Swiss Army knife, when all I can do is try my best to look stupid on camera. Maybe there isn't an audience out there for that, but maybe there is, and I want to find out. That's why I invested a lot of time and money making 2 hours and 10 minutes of stuff all by myself, in the hopes that one day I could afford to move out of my dad's house. And I realize I can't make that modest dream come true as an army of one. So I'm asking for help, because it doesn't take a village. It takes an entire military-industrial complex. And I broke it. Anyway, the moment you've all been waiting for. Hillary Clinton's emails. Obtained exclusively by me, these explosive emails will send shockwaves throughout the political world. Get ready to have your mind blown.
Dear John Podesta, have you heard of this comedian named Alex Traynor? He's my favorite.
Yes, I have. Some people might not like his wordplay, but I think it's pizza great.
What I enjoy about him is I'm never quite sure if it's funny or not.
Exactly. He's not afraid to enter a death spiral of meta that most audiences would find off-putting.
By the way, I'm a pedophile.
Well, that's it! This has been the Alex Traynor Basement Telethon! Hopefully now you understand that if you like these and want to watch more, you gotta pitch in, because I can't do it alone anymore. So it's up to you. You are responsible. Yes, you. So please help me. For the love of God, please help me!
Don't type.
I'm not.
Yeah. His butt was too big for the tiny tank. Yes. He's so prophetic.
Frank Analysis. Live panel. Kyle Rittenhouse.
Okay.
It's happening. It's happening right now. Can you guys hear me? Is this working? Why is there music playing? What is going on here?
Mariana, I absolutely adore the comedic work of Alex Traynor.
Yeah, he's a pretty funny motherfucker.
Yeah. I know the basement telethon.
Yeah, basement telephones never really caught on as much as I thought they would. I thought they would.
We should do another Alex video. Charlie Brown. Hey, Charlie Brown, did you go live earlier?
Oh my God!
You totally teased us. Steve saw a notification.
We both scrambled for the keyboard and tried to find it, and alas, it was private. And we're like, "Wow, that's nice."
We're like, "Oh!"
Just get us all excited about a video.
We were both like, "Yeah."
Keep it private.
Yeah, let's go with it.
It's an exciting video that I don't want to show anyone. I got it.
Mariana, yeah, you've never heard of Alex Traynor. Probably, yeah, because he is
probably because apparently we're his agent now, and we're pushing him. That's what's happening.
Well,
so if you've heard about him, you heard about him from us. So make sure he knows that when we start demanding money from him.
No, Steve.
No, that's not.
Quiet.
Okay.
So, we found Alex one night when we were like super spun out, and you know, we just like binge watched like a bunch of his videos. Can you put another one on? One that we haven't seen, or yeah, we haven't shown yet.
I don't know which ones you've already shown of them because I don't pay attention to things like that.
Is this YouTube?
Oh, wait a minute. That other one was. Oh, backwards.
Oh, his review, right? Oh, well, yeah.
So that's different. This one. Right there is where they all are.
Let's see. one is... We did the cereal one, we did...
Yeah.
Let me see. I want to see which one.
Art supply reviews, I don't think we've seen yet. Or How To with John Wilson.
What is that one?
I don't know.
Oh, let's see. Wait.
Oh, the Survivor audition tape is pretty good.
This one's funny too.
Yes. Yes, that was the. You gotta share it again.
Oh.
Stop it.
Steve. This one?
Camera review. Yeah.
When I bought this camera, I said I was going to shoot a new video every week for the whole summer. What I guess I meant to say was the whole winter, 10 years later. So this camera review is a little late, but I guess it's never too late to start doing the thing you set out to do. You might have lost focus a bunch of times, but so did the Canon Rebel T3i. There's no better time than now to talk about the features that were state-of-the-art when you started getting depressed. Today is the beginning of a new chapter in your life, where you look towards the future and start reviewing old, broken things. And also this camera. Let's start with the features. There are a number of shooting modes. There's ladies mode, mountain mode, flower mode, running mode, and a mode just for you, because you're a star. Let's not forget bass boost, for when you really want to feel the sound from this speaker. And autofocus, which kind of just does whatever it wants. But that makes sense for such a rebel. And this, which I don't know what this does. Now let's see some of the footage I shot. Apparently the first thing I ever shot was an 8-minute long video of me cutting my hair. Maybe I thought it was going to be a big transformation, but it just goes from short to short. You can see that the camera really brings out the reds, but not a sense of purpose to this random video I shot. Now let's fast forward 5 years to 2016. And now I'm trimming my beard. Never used this footage, don't know why I shot it. But it does show off the camera's ability to highlight midtones, and my somewhat obsession with the removal of hair. But points subtracted for not masking the fact that I was shooting footage aimlessly out of a desire to be productive with no focus or aim or greater sense of drive. Wait, am I shaving it into a Hitler mustache? Moving on, let's go to this test footage I shot today. I figured I would continue the pattern I started and trim my chest, because I hadn't done that yet. You could see that the lighting is really bad, but that's because this footage actually has a purpose, and therefore it doesn't need good lighting. It doesn't matter what camera you use as long as you're telling a story by completing a trilogy. Even if that trilogy is about you aging, becoming insane, and still doing whatever this is. Because it's never too late to tell the story of someone becoming unafraid. Unafraid of being a bad filmmaker, of chasing their dreams, of looking like a prepubescent boy in their hot tub. There are so many things I could have done if I had embraced this camera sooner. Maybe I'd be a professional writer, or director, or a barber. Either way, you're never too old to start, and neither is your camera. Even if you're shooting using the oldest VHS camera you own, and you're lighting it using a desk lamp, and you have no friends to hold your camera for you. But if you have an idea, or 2/3 of an idea, and you don't give up, maybe you can get rid of the thing that was holding you back, which wasn't your camera. You can make something great on whatever, even a Canon T3i. Or this new camera I bought, because I wanted a camera that wasn't a piece of shit that randomly turned off all the time on me. But in its defense, it probably didn't want a piece of shit owner that randomly turned off all the time on it. So I guess we were a good match. And it's pretty nice that we turned on for once, and gave each other a sense of purpose when we needed it most, 10 years after we thought it would. I hope I get more use out of this camera than I did the last one, but also I said that last time and did nothing with it for a decade. So I guess see you all when I turn 41.
You can do another, whatever that Crayola, you can let it go to the Crayola one if that's what it's gonna go, yeah.
So before I kick off this video, I do want to let you guys know, since I am
Why is
recording
it
in the
all
heart
going
of San
so
Francisco,
fast?
not even...
I don't know. That's not the same thing. This is a different person's Canon Rebel story.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a hot tub one, Mariana. We should do that.
The hot tub.
Oh my gosh, yes.
The hot
It's so
tub
funny.
one is funny. In a minute. Let me find it.
Oh, you made people mods finally.
Who made people mods?
You must have.
I didn't do anything. This is your thing. This is on your channel, and
Oh, I didn't do Mariana yet then.
I think-
Okay. Oh my gosh. I thought that was you.
that's silly.
I should be able to do it on here. Why won't it let me?
Let's see.
Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh.
Shit, I don't know which one it is.
Now you guys should be mods. You guys, Mariana and Wobbly, you guys should do a thing in there.
No, I don't know if that just fucked up the fucking Streamlabs or what. Here we go. Let's try that one. Share. I don't know if it's gonna show it big or not. Stupid.
Sometimes you just gotta get away from it all. The stress of everyday life, the hustle and bustle of the city, your clinically depressed father. The Hydroforce Havana Inflatable Spa, with optional secret garage hot tub room, is the farthest away you can be from feeling like a 31-year-old man who's living with his dad. That's because you're not in the house. You're in the garage. A secret part of the garage he doesn't know about. The part of the garage that feels like Hawaii. So say aloha to the island life, and aloha to having to be the live-in caretaker for a 75-year-old. Because aloha means hello and goodbye. Aloha, tropical cocktails. Aloha, his feelings of despair. Aloha, the rhythm of the ocean. Aloha, making him food and having him complain about it. Aloha, your own tropical oasis. Aloha, clipping his toenails. The Hydroforce patented spa pump is exceptionally quiet, for when you need to keep it a secret from your neighbors because you live in a condo complex that doesn't allow hot tubs. The air jets release warm air into the water, just like the CPAP machine your dad uses. But unlike that machine, they don't require a sun to fix. The unit is also energy efficient, for when you don't want your dad to notice it on his electric bill. Luckily for you, he doesn't notice much these days. Although that does mean you need to drive him around everywhere, and run his business, and fix the problems he caused on his phone because he doesn't know how to touch the screen lightly, which will bring you down. But the Hydroforce Havana Inflatable Hot Tub is there to bring you up. Until inevitably he finds out and says, "You're not allowed to have a hot tub." And then you say back, "It's been 7 months and you're not better yet. I do so much for you that you don't even realize. So if I want to have a fucking secret hot tub in the garage, I'm gonna fucking have a secret hot tub in the garage. You hear me, Charlie?" And he'll hear you, because you're the grown-up now, and you're in charge. And you need to have your room to get away to because it's impossible to feel like an adult in a Hawaiian-themed secret garage hot tub room. And it's way too
Notice
early
his
for you to
shirt
have
is
to be
Hawaii.
the adult. But it's never too late to check out the karaoke corner.
Is the thing to say on a
We will give Karen your love. Absolutely.
That's the island greeting that we send to you.
Yeah, we definitely will tell Karen. Wobbly.
So downsides.
Cheers,
It's
buddy.
inflatable, so it's not even a real hot tub. And this room isn't really Hawaii. But for when you want to get away, but can't, it's perfect. I recommend this product to anyone who's clinically depressed and somehow was put in charge of another clinically depressed guy. Especially if you have a brother who thought Wii Golf was going to fix everything, and a father whose mental health has deteriorated even farther from when he was dumb enough to let his kid go to film school. Though it's advertised as fitting up to 4, the best part is that it only really fits 1. So no need to worry about having a beach pod or any friends in this town. Whether it's for a break or spring break, it's a great place to hang loose. All your cares will float away, except for the nagging guilt you feel for needing time for yourself. That constant worry that you're not good enough. That he deserves a better caretaker for all he's done for you. That he'll never get better, and it's all your fault. Hold on, maybe you should just express yourself at open mic night.
So I just got to Hawaii. I thought I'd do good with the ladies, but I didn't expect to get laid so soon. Sorry, just my dad is kind of not doing well, and I don't hear a lot of dad jokes anymore, so I just wanted to hear one.
Say aloha to the pervasive sadness of your childhood home, and aloha to the glamour of new Honolulu. Every guest must sign a waiver to enter, so let's check out some past waivers. On the 5th, you've got Bill Gates and Melinda Gates. On the 6th, you've got just Melinda. Then the 7th, you've got just Melinda. Then the 8th, also Melinda. Uh-oh, looks like someone's having an affair with Melinda. Or maybe they're just going insane. Maybe they're very lonely and spent $200 on all this crap, and it's not making
So I
them
felt
any
my way
happier.
here.
So go get some Chick-fil-A, because you're too sad to give a shit about your body anymore, and enjoy it in the Hydro Force Havana. If you're like me, you're going to love this hot tub, but not the responsibility of making sure it gets its chemicals. That's what love is. You may never get the pH balance right, but you care, and you're trying. Maybe it'll give you a fungal thing, but it's a small price to pay for
Maybe
love.
it'll give you a
And when you've
fungal
had
thing.
enough, just drain it, deflate it, and put it back in the box for storage, which you can't do with your dad's depression, no matter how hard you've tried. But that's what love is, trying. You're here and you're trying. You might have been lying when you said, I'm not getting the hot tub. You might actually be full of disappointment.
Bump. Bump. Hey, there's Alex. He crashed into a tree again. Hey.
But you're his disappointment. And if you have to force him to watch you crash on a sled, you will. Because you can't be good at sledding, or resisting the urge to do something insane with a garage, or a perfect son. But you're trying, and that's what counts.
This is where you're putting all the junk.
What do you think?
Crazy if anybody gets in that tub.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. The videos.
Good stuff. Alex Trainer is a funny motherfucker. Make sure you sub to Alex Trainer.
Yeah.
And
I've-
I'll urge him to make more content because he's a funny bastard.
Yes, yes. We actually did a video where we talked to Alex Trainer, like improv the first time. Like we really talked to him for like a couple hour stream. It was gonna be one of Steve's music ones, and I was like, hey, we should put his face on the on the thumbnail. And so we did, and we told him about it, and he said we were insane enough, you know, like we were insane people, and
He liked it.
he liked our insanity, so you know, we got him to come over, and it was like it was hilarious. I haven't even gone back and listened back to it, and we totally should, because that would be fun.
Ravi dog. Zavi, Zavi, Zavi.
Huh?
Zavi dog. I just put him on the screen for a second, like blink, blink.
Oh my gosh, that Zavi.
Zavi.
That's Commander X's dog, in case you guys haven't heard us say that before. But yeah, Leo's twin.
Yeah, pretty much. Him and Leo look like brothers.
Yes. Yes,
Brothers.
Commander X said he wants to have Zavi and Leo meet when he's finally.
So make sure don't buy nothing today from these cocksuckers.
Yeah.
Tell Jeff Bezos to screw. How come nobody says screw anymore? People just say,
Oh my
hey,
gosh.
screw you.
Mariana, it is freaking great. I feel like so bad because I'm laughing at his sadness, but
Yeah, the
Like-
best the best comedians are the most depressed ones, I think.
well, I think it's just I think it's also just because it's so real. You know, I mean, like you relate to like what it is that's on there. You know. Yeah, Mariana, I got a letter from Commander X on Thursday, so I was like super excited. It totally made my day, and so I am going to. I have the envelope filled out. I just got to write him back. And if you guys end up wanting to write him too, I can give you guys his address.
Yeah. I'm waiting for a picture of Xander, the other dog, that I can make all trippy looking like that one.
Yeah, and he wrote this beautiful thing to Steve, and he said, you know, thank you for, you know, the cool art that he's made, and, you know, the stuff like that, and the free Commander X stuff. And so, you know, that was awesome. That he got to see those pictures. Glory printed some and sent them to him and stuff. So Can you play some music?
Yeah. Did I take it off the Amazon screen?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Okay.
This is like a mix of stuff today. Oh, I thought I made Mariana. I thought I made you a mod. I thought I did that.
Breathe in the air. Don't be afraid to care. Leave, don't leave me. Look around, choose your own ground. Oh, I timed it wrong. Breathe, breathe in the air. Don't be afraid to care. Leave, don't leave me. Look around, choose your own ground. For all you live and how you fly, smiles you'll give, tears you cry. For all you touch and all you see is all your life will ever be. Run, rabbit, run. Dig that hole, forget the sun. And when at last the work is done, don't sit down, it's time to dig another one. For all you live and how you fly, but only if you ride the tide. Balanced on the biggest wave, you race towards an early grave. taking away the moments that make up a dull day. Fritter and waste the hours in an offhand way. Kicking around on a piece of ground in your hometown, waiting for someone or something to show you the way. Oh yes, and time is lying in the sunshine, staying home to watch the rain. You are young and life is long, and there is time to kill the day. And then one day you find 10 years have gone behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun. Oh, and so you run to catch up with the sun, but it's sinking. Racing up and come up behind you again. Don't you know the sun is the same in a relative way, but you're older, shorter of breath, and yeah, one day closer to death. And yet every year is getting stronger. Never seem to find the time, and all the plans either come to naught or half a page of scribbled line. Hanging on in quiet desperation is the English way. The time has come, the song is over. You thought I had something more to say. Yeah, I love that album. The Pink Floyds. Get carried away with that one, you know. It's just, god damn it, it's fun. That's the fun thing. The dark side of the frickin', the dub side of the bob. The pink side of the dread. Something like that.
So I went over to Instagram.
Okay.
Just because that's where Alex hangs out.
That's Alex's jam over there on the gram.
Yeah, so I wrote him over there.
And said, come on.
Like, well, I mean, I think, like, did you forget about us? You know, like, what the hell? We're sad. We're sad. No. Well, I get it.
The coyotes are howling. Whoa. Ow.
That would be cool if you did elephant revival.
The ring around the moon.
So let's see, what has everybody been saying?
I don't know.
I got on the internets, interwebs. Yeah, we are a bunch of tools, Steve.
Bunch of tools in there.
We are. It's always good to have a wrench, though. I mean, like, think about how
wrenches are very good to have.
they're
Pliers.
so versatile.
Pliers as well, even arguably better than a wrench.
Depending, like, you know. I mean, it depends on the wrench. But I mean, wrench will protect you. Yes, werewolves of New England.
There's a ring around the moon. 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 Neath the halo of the moon, blew the window, and I say, seasons changing. I can smell it in the air. I can see it in the paintings. And I can hear it in the wind, hear it rise and descend through the many-colored trees, form the many-colored breeze made of many-colored leaves. Departing ever so graceful. They fall, 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 they fall. There's a ring around the moon. 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 Neath the halo of the moon, blew their sail. Seasons changing, I can smell it in the air. I can see it in the paintings. And I can hear it in the wind, hear it rise and descend through the many-colored trees, for the many-colored breeze made of many-colored leaves. Departing ever so gracefully. They fall, 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 they fall. There's a ring around the moon. 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 Something like that. It's similar to that, certainly. Like a ring around the moon. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Popeye is saying, my childhood was a blast. Parents divorced when I was 10, and my mom worked nights. So we had the house and a killer's stereo all to ourselves.
Oh boy.
King Biscuit recordings for days on reel to reel. Well, what the hell?
Yeah.
You know what I say? I say I wasn't the black sheep. I was the tie-dyed one. I was the crazy tie-dyed one that kind of like went my own like direction.
At my gate I'll always greet you. At my door you're welcome in. There can be no transgression as a means to an end. And on the wind the wolves are howling. Open arms are closed in fear. Helping hands clenched in anger. Broken hearts beyond repair. Everything's so great, can't get better. Makes me wanna cry. That I go out howling at the moon tonight. Everything's so great, can't get better. Makes me wanna cry. That I go out howling at the moon tonight. There she stands so tall and mighty, with her keen and watchful eye, in the heart of a mother, holding out her guiding light. And it's a hard road to travel, a solid rock from end to end. The sun it rises on her brow and sets upon the great expanse. Everything's so great, can't get better, makes me wanna cry. That I go out howling at the moon tonight. Everything's so great, can't get better, makes me wanna cry. That I go out howling at the moon tonight. There she stands so tall and mighty, and her gaze facing the east. At her back doors are closing as we grin and bare our teeth. And on the wind the wolves are howling, and she cries they're drawing near. Turn around, my darling, those wolves are here. Everything's so great, can't get better, makes me wanna cry. That I'll go out howling at the moon tonight. Everything's so great, can't get better, makes me wanna cry. That I go out howling at the moon tonight. Yes, and I go out howling at the moon tonight. Come on, I go out howling at the moon tonight. You know I'll be out there howling at the moon tonight. The wolves. Watch out for them fucking wolves, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And
Is that a YMCA jacket? Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's a, what does it say? Manage something. Maganovio Maganaganavans. Pretty sure that's what it is.
It's YMCA. It's about yep. It's about as far as.
I don't know. Sometimes they put words from other languages on there, just to confuse you. Secret agencies. Anyway.
Was it when you got like a Goodwill or something? Was that when we found a Goodwill? Or?
You never had a YMCA in your area?
We used to have one in our town here. It was so cool. I used to go there. Like daycare was like $2 an hour or something, and we'd go there and go work out. And there was a pool there. And Sky had swim lessons there. And it was fun.
Hell yeah.
I don't think I ever really went swimming there myself, though. It's mostly just to work out. But they did a lot of good stuff, too. They had, like, the apartments for single people and all that. Now the building is just sitting there and crumbling. And there's, like, I don't know, it's like $700,000 in taxes or something that's owed. The one by us has the inside pool. It's funny, Popeye just brought up Sacramento, and I just saw a message from my cousin, Teresa, who's in Sacramento. She sent me a message to say happy birthday, like she was thinking about me. Happy birthday to my dad.
Do.
Yeah, they're letting our YMCA just completely crumble because of taxes. It's so ridiculous. It's so sad.
When I was a kid in West Warwick, Rhode Island, they had a YMCA, like little. They had a bunch of acres, and it had like a dirt bike track. And if you had a dirt bike, you could come and ride your dirt bike on the track. If you had a BMX bike, you could ride your BMX bike on the track. And they had like all these berms built and shit. It was fucking sweet. It was like really nice. And they had a big, giant Olympic swimming pool, like that was like two swimming pools together or something, with the high dives and everything indoors. And it was like the kind of place where the condensation on the inside of the glass never goes away ever.
Yeah, where it's like a double layer of glass.
And the chlorine just kind of like colors it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get it. The seal has been broken. It's the stuff is in there.
Yeah, it's gnarly, and that's what it was. It was pretty cool place though.
Good job working Black Friday today. It must have been insane. Wasn't? Well, that's good.
Just a normal day.
Capitalism didn't prevail too much.
Stupid capitalism. Argumentative, capitalistic son of a so-and-sos.
We love you.
Love you.
Popeye said they used to jump off ramps with no helmet. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I remember, like, when
we didn't have helmets either.
When I was a kid and I lived in Virginia, and it was Virginia Beach, and it was like a new development area, right? New housing development. All the cookie cutter houses and all of that. But I have a picture of it somewhere. I'll have to get a picture to show you guys at some point. And I remember that we used to go down into the sewers. And they were all new, you know, and we could walk in them. Because, I mean, now I probably wouldn't be able to walk in the sewer. I don't know.
In between our houses.
We used to walk through the sewer trails, and we used to say that there was, like, you know, alligators and crocodiles and crocodilators that all lived in there, and there was all these stories, and like there was like a little pond kind of like behind our house too. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. I used to, my adventures.
Yeah, we had some good times, man. Little kids don't understand it now. They're just like stuck on their video games and shit. But we used to play outside, and we used to go in the, like, I remember in between the new high school and town, there was like this, like they built it on top of this huge the hugest hill in town, and it went down to the river. So it was like the edge of the river, you know what I mean? It was just like, and where the you know, the stone was, it just, you know what I mean, stopped. But you go down there and you go under the fucking overpass, and you could get into the drainage system where the river, the big giant river drainage system, you could climb in there, and it was all part of the roads drainage, you know, and the sewage and everything all in one thing. And we got in there a few times, and there was one room that was super cool. It was like 8 foot by 8 foot or 10 foot by 10 foot, and we get down there with a guitar and fucking sing and shit, and fucking it echoed really cool. It was awesome. Get really stoned.
Oh my gosh, Popeye just said we always got stoned in the creek during lunch at school. My middle school, right behind it in East Lyme, there was like a little creek over there, and my friend Frosty and I, and like, you know, all them, like, we used to go over there and smoke next to the creek lunchtime after school. That was a fun time. That was a fun time. Middle school was fun. Well, I actually moved here at the very end of when I was in 7th grade. So like I went to school for like, you know, 2 weeks. And then I had summer with all the people I met. And then 8th grade. Yeah, that was fun.
Free climb the cliffs on the back of Mount Tom every Sunday. Snuck into the Alpine slide a bunch of times before it closed. That's awesome. That place was fucking crazy. We got so fucked up there one time at the Alpine slide. Oh, they kicked us out. The ranger dude came and stuff, and we were all youngsters, you know, with beers and shit. And, oh, it was bad. But they let us go, so it was like you know, things getting too fucking militant. You know, it was still, you could still be a fuck up and not go to jail per se.
Yeah, Papa said in junior high, that's when that happened. In high school, they went into the parking lot. Yeah, we called it. I have a picture actually of a bunch of us out in the very, very back stone wall of East Lyme High School. And yeah, we used to go back there and smoke. We called it the pit. And they used to have a smoking area before I became the year before my freshman year in high school, they had a smoking section outside where just like the seniors could go to smoke tobacco. But then they got rid of it. And so like a lot of us would just smoke in the bathroom. It was always the downstairs girls' bathroom. And I remember the teacher would come in and you know, supposedly some of the girls, you know, we put weed in the very tip of a cigarette,
sure,
you know, and I remember the teacher, Miss Epps, would come in,
load up that little rip at the end, you know,
put him out, girls, and you would hear all the toilets, the whole line of them, like, no, we weren't smoking, like how would we expect that they wouldn't smell the smoke,
right,
in this school, like really?
Mind over matter. We that same area I was talking about where the high school was built, when I went to junior high school, the junior high school and the high school were together on top of the top of this mountain. And we would walk down the side of it because there was like an access road that ran along the river, right? So you could go down there and there's plenty of cover in the trees and stuff, but the fucking truant officer guy the cop would drive through there on his PA and talk to us over his fucking PA on his car going, all right, everybody, up the hill, let's go. Put out the joints. I don't want to see nobody dilly-dallying around. Just like, oh, my God, start calling people by name and shit. Oh, it was fucking classic. That was like the funnest shit ever.
Yeah,
to get in trouble for.
I think it was like, you know, I wasn't in school a whole lot. Like, I was skipping more than I was in school in, like, high school. And, you know, I remember I think it was my sophomore year. Yeah, that was the last year I went to East Lyme, and they had gotten a security guard, and it was so funny because, like, I mean, I would just take off and come back on like whenever I wanted. Like, there was a psychologist's office across the street, and it's still there to this day. And, you know, like, we would go behind that building every morning and smoke out before we went to school. And, like, you know, up in the woods. And then they got this security, like, officer that was in the parking lot and around. And it made things a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
But that was good.
I'm gonna play this song and then we're gonna switch sheets. Said it cost a lot to win, even more to lose. You and me gotta spend some time wondering what to choose. It goes to show you don't ever know. Watch each card you play and play it slow. Wait till that deal comes round. Don't let that deal go down, no. Well, I've been gambling here about for 10 good solid years. If I told you about all that went down, it'd probably burn off both your little ears. It goes to show that you don't ever know when you watch each card you play. Please play 'em slow. Wait till that deal come round. Don't you let that deal go down, no. Since you poured the wine for me, tighten up my shoes. I hate to leave you sitting there composing all the lonesome blues. It goes to show you don't ever know it. Watch each card you play, children play 'em slow. Yeah. Wait till that deal come round. Don't let that deal go down, oh no. Welcome back. Well, stick my future on a hell of a past. Look like tomorrow is coming on fast. I ain't complaining about what I got. I seen better times, baby, who has not? Silvio, silver and gold won't buy back a beat of a heart grown cold. Silvio, silver and gold, gonna find out something only dead men know. No. I said a shoot, 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 shoot. Woo, yeah. I said shoot, shoot. Well, I take what I got till I got no more, and I give what I give, and then no furthermore. When it's time to leave, you got an open door. Well, I can tell you fancy, I can tell you plain, you give something up of everything you gain, 'cause every ounce of pleasure got an ounce of pain. So pay for your ticket, baby, don't complain. Silvio, silver and gold won't buy back a beat of a heart grown cold. Silvio, silver and gold won't find out something only dead men know. Gonna find out something only dead men know now. Come on. I could tell you fancy, I could tell you plain, you give something up for everything you gain. Every pleasure got an ounce of pain. I paid for your ticket, boy, don't complain. Silvio, silver and gold, gonna buy back a beat of a heart grown cold. Silvio, silver and gold, gonna buy back a beat of a heart grown cold. Buy back a beat of a heart grown cold. Buy back a beat of a heart grown cold. Now buy back a beat of a heart grown cold. Bump 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 bump. What is that? Cannabis is a bronchial dilator. That is true. Cannabis is a bronchial dilator. Whoa. That was a song written by Bob Dylan and Robert Hunter. And like, I like that. There's a few of them. They did an album that had a bunch of songs. They wrote a couple other odds and ends songs too together. But that Silvio one is just always like stuck in my brain. Like, I couldn't think of any more lines though. There's like so many lines to that song. He just makes them up at will. No, I understand that concept of opening up the witchamahickeys in there. You know, the broccoli. You know, the inside the lungs, the broncholining. I think that's what they call that. That might be the medical term. I'm not sure. But yeah, they do the same thing with mullein root. Mullein root? It's not the root, no. Mullein. It's just like a leaf, I think. And you burn that and you breathe it in, and it's kind of like it does a thing like the when you huff mentholyptus, it does a thing and opens up your broccoli. You know, can of broccoli. So make sure everyone to subscribe and share and like. We're gonna bring the real host of the show on. I felt like playing a couple songs and being silly. I think I'm gonna start doing a different show where I just like play music that I like that I think I can get away with doing on the YouTubes. So that'll be fun. Tune in for that.
What?
What?
Tune in for what?
Tune in for tuna. For tuna. It's for tuna. Net that you stuffed in.
Did Facebook officially turn over to Meta?
I don't know. I don't think so because all the things still say Facebook. Like, I literally, the thing right there has a little F. Doesn't have an M. Or whatever the fuck.
Well, I just saw, like, I was looking at Instagram to see if I have that up and working. I don't even know how to, like, use this.
You don't even know how? Well, here, let's do this.
It's just one more way of reducing your liberty and reminding you that they can fuck with you anytime they want. As long as you put up with it. As long as you put up with it. Which means, of course, anytime they want. Because that's what Americans do now. They're always willing to trade away a little of their freedom in exchange for the feeling, the illusion of security. What we have now is a completely neurotic population obsessed with security and safety and crime and drugs and cleanliness and hygiene and germs. There's another thing, germs. Where did this sudden fear of germs come from? In this country. Have you noticed this? The media constantly running stories about all the latest infections, salmonella, E. coli, hantavirus, bird flu, and Americans they panic easily, so now everybody's running around scrubbing this and spraying that and overcooking their food and repeatedly washing their hands, trying to avoid all contact with germs. It's ridiculous, and it goes to ridiculous lengths. In prisons, before they give you a lethal injection, they swab your arm with alcohol. It's true. It's true. It's true. Well, they don't want you to get an infection. And you can see their point. Wouldn't want some guy to go to hell and be sick. It would take a lot of the sportsmanship out of the whole execution. Fear of germs. Why, these fucking pussies. You can't even get a decent hamburger anymore. They cook the shit out of everything now because everybody's afraid of food poisoning. Hey, where's your sense of adventure? Take a fucking chance, will you? You know how many people die in this country from food poisoning every year? 9,000. That's all. It's a minor risk. Take a fucking chance, bunch of goddamn pussies. Besides, what do you think you have an immune system for? It's for killing germs. But it needs practice. It needs germs to practice on. So listen. If you kill all the germs around you and live a completely sterile life, then when germs do come along, you're not going to be prepared. And never mind ordinary germs, what are you going to do when some super virus comes along that turns your vital organs into liquid shit? I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to get sick, you're going to die, and you're going to deserve it because you're fucking weak and you got a fucking weak immune system. Now, God damn it. Hey. All right. Let me tell you a true story about immunization, okay? When I was a little boy in New York City in the 1940s, we swam in the Hudson River, and it was filled with raw sewage, okay? We swam in raw sewage, you know, to cool off. And at that time, the big fear was polio. Thousands of kids died from polio every year. But you know something? In my neighborhood, no one ever got polio. No one, ever. You know why? Because we swam in raw sewage. It strengthened our immune systems. The polio never had a prayer. We were tempered in raw shit. So personally, I never take any special precautions against germs. I don't shy away from people who sneeze and cough. I don't wipe off the telephone. I don't cover the toilet seat. And if I drop food on the floor, I pick it up and eat it. I eat it. Yes, I do. Even if I'm at a sidewalk cafe in Calcutta, the poor section, on New Year's morning during a soccer riot. And you know something? In spite of all that so-called risky behavior, I never get infections. I don't get them. I don't get colds. I don't get flu. I don't get headaches. I don't get upset stomachs. And you know why? Because I got a good, strong immune system, and it gets a lot of practice. My immune system is equipped with the biological equivalent of fully automatic military assault rifles with night vision and laser scopes. And we have recently acquired phosphorus grenades, cluster bombs, and anti-personnel fragmentation mines. So, when my white blood cells are on patrol, reconnoitering my bloodstream, seeking out strangers and other undesirables, if they see any suspicious-looking germs of any kind, they don't fuck around. They whip out the weapons, they wax the motherfucker, and deposit the unlucky fellow directly into my colon. Into my colon. There's no nonsense. There's no Miranda warning. There's none of that 3 strikes and you're out shit. First defense, bam, into the colon you go. And speaking of my colon, I want you to know I don't automatically wash my hands every time I go to the bathroom, okay? Can you deal with that? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You know when I wash my hands? When I shit on them. That's the only time. And you know how often that happens? Tops, 2, 3 times a week, tops. Maybe a little more frequently over the holidays, you know what I mean? And I'll tell you something else, my well-scrubbed friends. You don't always need a shower every day. Did you know that? It's overkill. Unless you work out or work outdoors or for some reason come in intimate contact with huge amounts of filth and garbage every day, you don't always need a shower. All you really need to do is to wash the 4 key areas. Armpits, asshole, crotch, and teeth. Got that? Armpits, asshole, crotch, and teeth. In fact, you can save yourself a whole lot of time if you simply use the same brush on all 4 areas.
Oh, George.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right.
You gotta switch over.
Swinging to savings with Liberty Mutual.
There we go. How are you guys? I saw that and I was like, yeah, we need to put this up on we need to play this one.
Some George in your life.
Yes. And like how funny is that? Like how he oops.
Yeah, what is happening here? It's saying stream unavailable to me. It's saying stream unavailable to me. Did you take it off of stop streaming and then put yourself back up in the window?
I'm in the window here.
Okay. Maybe I'm just behind right now, but oh no, they got us for fucking using that. For playing George. You gotta start it over. That's why.
Motherfuckers.